Hey everyone, Pete Werner here with your Diz Daily Fix for Monday, June 18th, 2018. Here is what's happening today. Incredibles 2 has taken the box office by storm with a record-breaking $180 million opening weekend. That makes it the most successful opening weekend for an animated feature ever, and it surpassed Beauty and the Beast, which had a $174.6 million opening, for the best PG-rated movie opening ever. Now, all three of the year's biggest debuts so far belong to Disney. Infinity War opened with $257.7 million, Black Panther with $202 million, and now Incredibles 2. It shows no signs at all of slowing down. It was only released in about 26% of the international markets over the weekend. So this is probably going to be another billion-dollar winner for Disney. So I haven't seen it yet. I hear amazing things about it. Rotten Tomatoes, I think, is like a 93%, which is really good. But I'm seeing the new John Travolta film, Gotti, has a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes from like 23 critic reviews. That's really terrible. But I don't know why I threw that in, but there it is. A little something extra to brighten your day. The 21st Century Fox Board of Directors is set to consider an offer by Comcast to outbid Disney for purchasing the film division. Comcast is offering $65 billion in cash against the $52.4 billion stock cash offer that Disney made a few months ago. Rupert Murdoch had decided to go with Disney because he felt it would be easier to clear the regulatory hurdles with Disney as opposed to Comcast. But after the approval of the AT&T Time Warner merger a few weeks ago, Comcast now thinks they have a better shot. So on Wednesday, the Fox board is going to consider that offer. Disney will have 5 days to respond if they accept it. So we might get into a very expensive bidding war for Fox. Could be very, very interesting. We'll see just how bad Bob Iger wants 21st Century Fox films. On another matter, environmentalists are petitioning Disney Cruise Line to stop using plastic straws. Now, this is a trend that has already been embraced by other cruise lines in the industry. Carnival, Cunard, P&O Cruises, and Royal Caribbean all have pledged to eliminate plastic straws and plastic items on their cruises at least by 2020. Now, this petition story came out while I was on the Disney cruise last week, and I had already noticed from the minute we got on the ship that we were not seeing any plastic straws. They were all the paper straws. So I don't know if Disney's already doing this or if they're transitioning over. But Disney is under pressure from environmentalists to get rid of plastic. And you know what? It's a really good idea. The amount of plastic being pulled out of our oceans is disturbing and disgusting. So not a bad idea. Over on the Diz Today, contributor Kim Ringlever has an article entitled "Never Settle for Mediocre Fare at Disney." And she gives some tips on what she does to make sure she's always getting something she likes when she's in the Disney parks. Also today on Diz, contributor Zoe Wood has a great article entitled "How to Plan Your Disney Vacation for Children with Special Needs." So head over to wdwinfo.com to check that out. Over on the boards, on disboards.com today, a thread entitled "Just Back from Our Trip, Things That We Learned," started by poster V&V's Mama. On the Theme Parks, Attractions, and Strategies board talks about how her family was handling the extreme heat and humidity on her recent trip to Florida. And so if you want to check out some of those tips, and I got to be honest with you, I think we're having a pretty mild summer so far. I can't believe we're in June, and I think it's been worse than this in years past. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but I don't think it's been that bad, to be honest with you. But I realize I live here. I've lived here for 21 years. So yeah, there's that. And if you're coming from other climates, it can be pretty hateful. But head over to the Diz, check it out, or head over to the dizboards.com and check out that thread on our theme parks, attractions, and strategies forum. Finally, in the weather, if you're heading into the parks in Orlando tomorrow, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 92 and a low of 72. Slightly nicer weather out in Disneyland tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 80 and a low of 63. You can find links to all these stories and more on our Daily Fix main page at wdwinfo.com/dailyfix. That'll do it for me today. Join us again tomorrow for the next installment of the Diz Daily Fix. Have a great day, everyone.